Hi everyone. Today I wanted to do an author highlight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to once a month choose an author and get all their books that I've read and talk about this author if I like them. So this month I want to talk about Marissa Meyer. So I was doing a reading challenge about 2 years ago, and one of the challenges was read a book that a bookseller recommends. So when I went to Barnes & Noble, the lady there asked me, well, what are some things that you like? And I told her, well, I like fairy tales, retellings, and she said, well, have you read anything by Marissa Meyer? She rewrites some fairy tales in space. And I was like, ooh, I like space stuff, I like fairy tales, okay, I'll give it a try. So the first book I had read was Cinder. And this is part of the Lunar Chronicles. And so Marissa Meyer has written about 8 books, and most of them take place in this world. It's a world like a long time from now, and Earth and are trying to make peace with the people on Luna, which is our moon. And this is a retelling of Cinderella. So there's a girl on Earth who's actually the princess of Luna, but she doesn't know. And what happens there? And she meets a prince, and they fall in love. So I really like this one. This one's the book that got me hooked onto it. The second book in the Lunar Chronicles was Scarlet, and this is a retelling of Little Red Riding Hood. And the Scarlet meets up with a genetically modified guy, and he's been genetically modified with a wolf. So they fall in love, and that's the story of this one. And then these Scarlet and Wolf meet up with Cinder, and they have their adventures. And the next book is Crest, and this is a retelling of Rapunzel. And now, instead of a tower, Crest has been kept up in a satellite around Earth, and trying to spy on people on Earth from orders of the Queen of Luna. And one of the people who has teamed up with Cinder and Scarlet is Captain Thorn. And when Scarlet and Crest, I should say, meet up with Captain Thorn, they fall in love. And this is actually one of my favorite ones, just because it was the characters of Crest and Thorn are very well written. So this is the third book. And the fourth book is Winter. Now, all these people decide to take the crown back from the evil Empress of Luna, and the evil Empress, Levada, has a stepdaughter named Winter, and this is a retelling of Snow White, and it's very, very good, and there was a very fitting conclusion to this series, or the 4 books. And Winter, instead of a prince, she falls in love with her childhood friend, who's a captain of the guards. So these are very good books. They're very entertaining. And those are just the first couple books that Marissa Meyer wrote, and those are the ones that got her these books were just really popular. She wrote a kind of a companion novel, so this kind of goes between Crest and Winter, and this is the story of Levana, the Queen of Luna, and just how she got evil and what she's done on Luna. I didn't quite like it as much as the other ones. The other ones are the retellings of the fairy tales. This one's not really a retelling of a fairy tale, and there's the characters of Crest and Scarlet and Cinder and Winter are much more likable, so that's why I like those. But if you want to read the Lunar Chronicles, I would suggest read this one also. It's not that long, just for you to get the whole picture of this world. So that one's that. I also read, so she also wrote Stars Above, which is a companion novel full of little novellas. So there's about 8 to 10 little novellas in here, one for each of the main characters. So there's like a backstory for Crest, there's a backstory for the prince she falls in love with, there's a backstory for Scarlet, there's a backstory for Wolf, the guy she falls in love with, backstory for Crest, backstory for Captain Thorn, backstory for Winter, backstory for Jason, the guard that she falls in love with, and there's a backstory for one of the droids that's in the books, and there's also a epilogue to the series in the book. So I actually listened to this one on tape, which I really enjoyed. I will actually be talking more about books on tape a little later on in a few weeks, but the person who read the book did such a good job. So that's Stars Above. And Marissa Meyer also wrote a graphic novel, and this is I believe it's going to be a series, and it follows the droid Aiko, which is Cinder's droid, and her adventures. Let's see, let me show you some pictures. So it kind of shows you all the characters again. What they're going to be doing again. So I haven't read this one, but I'm really excited to. And yeah, so it's not part of the Lunar Chronicles per se, but it has a character, and she's going to have her own, basically like a spin-off, which is pretty fun. So there's that. And so those are the ones that take place in the Lunar Chronicles world, with Earth and Luna. But Marissa Meyer also wrote Heartless, which is the story of the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. I would probably say this is my favorite of the Marissa Meyer books. It was so well written, and I liked the story of Alice in Wonderland, and just throughout the book she puts in little quips from the original books. So for example, there is someone who's, I believe it's Alice, who goes, "Oh, I can believe 6 impossible things before breakfast." And in this book, another character says it, I believe the Queen, before she becomes Queen. So you can see the little phrases that she sticks in here. I really like that. And it is, like I said, it's probably one of my favorite ones, and I really hope that she writes another one that takes place in Wonderland, because it's really good. Marissa Meyer has, I believe, a book coming out in November, and it's a superhero theme, and I'm really excited about that. Just from what I've seen of what she's written with sci-fi and with Alice in Wonderland, I just hope that she continues writing more books, because I will probably want to get them all. So yeah, so here are all the books from Marissa Meyer that I thoroughly enjoyed. She is one of my favorite authors, and I wanted to share those with you. So I hope you like the video. If you did, like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below if you've read any of Marissa Meyer's books, which ones you like the best, and which book you would like to see her do her own spin-off if she does another one like Alice in Wonderland, because I would definitely like to see that. Or if you have any favorite scenes in the books, let me know in the comments below. So like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.